Every year since 2019, the U.S. Army has seen fewer women enlist. There was a slight increase this past year, but it hasn't recovered. This adding to the general decline in recruitment. 6 News reporter Nicole Sheeran is live in studio with more on why we're seeing this trend. Nicole?
Adriana, there's 2 factors at play here, the COVID-19 pandemic and fears of sexual harassment. And our focus tonight is how potential recruits perceive the Army after Army Specialist Vanessa Guillen's story came to light.
As of 2020 until now, there's been a number of stories shared. Some receive justice, some don't. And I feel like that's what's keeping a lot of our loved ones from wanting to, go into the military.
The U.S. Army noticed a drop in women enlisting since 2019, down 31% since the pandemic. That's according to an Army presentation by the Defense Advisory Committee on Women. It's also around the same time that Specialist Vanessa Guillen was sexually harassed and murdered on post at Fort Cavazos, formerly known as Fort Hood. A year her sister Myra Guillen will never forget.
When you hear that a young woman got murdered and the way that she did and how things happened, it just completely, it broke people's hearts, people that we don't even know. There's mothers, there's fathers out there that won't let their children enlist for the same reason, that they feel like something bad is going to happen to them when it shouldn't be like that.
According to the presentation, of women ages 16 to 28, 64% of respondents believe they would be sexually harassed, and 61% feel they would be sexually assaulted in the Army. A needed solution that retired Colonel and former Fort Cavazos spokesman Miles Kaggans says starts within the community.
The Army has to let the parents, the teachers, the coaches, the principals, and the guidance counselors, priests, rabbis, and ministers know that their daughters will be safe and have a thriving and vibrant career in the United States Army.
Myra Guillen has now become an advocate for change. She spends time talking to the women who serve this country and feels better days are ahead.
It makes me proud to see that there's female service members out there that they're doing really good. I mean, that could have been my sister. It could have been, anybody. So I feel like because of the fear that there is, that shouldn't keep, our future generation from serving. There has to be a solution, and I feel like working together is the easiest way to find, to get our recruiting numbers back up.
The Army has worked to change policy in hopes of preventing these problems in the future. And Kaggans feels it needs to continue with a few more steps.
Changing the culture of how leaders and soldiers interact, creating new reporting systems for sexual harassment and sexual assault, publicizing the punishments given to those who are convicted of sexual harassment and sexual assault.
And for Myra, change starts with a voice and a community, all coming together.
Getting people to know that, yes, this happened to Vanessa, but there's always a right for a wrong. And that's what we're trying to, show that there is positive change after, there is hope. Just bring that trust back all over again.
Myra herself has been asked to speak on military bases as a way to start change, and she feels it's a step definitely in the right direction. Adriana?
Yeah, definitely an important report, Nicole. Thank you so much.